even though so much is spent on sports and so much is bought on equipments, we don't have a local brand where we can be proud of. Surprisingly, we don't have a local brand. And our neighboring country, just above us, Thailand, they have a good brand called FBT, which has been in the market for some time in Thailand. And their turnover is about 200 million Malaysian dollars. That's a local brand, which they make mostly everything a sportsman needs. I wouldn't say it's very high quality, but quality is acceptable by the ASEAN standards. And out of this 200 million, which is produced by them, 20% of their business is export, which is about 40 million Malaysian dollars. Now I wish Malaysia can do something to that extent. We need to create more professional manufacturers, entrepreneurs, marketers, and retailers to support this high-profile industry. Because at this moment, everybody is doing their own role, so it is not well coordinated. To place Malaysia as the most reliable producer of quality sporting goods, we need to, I think, follow on this path. We also have, for local manufacturers, we have competition from foreign brands, which is good as long as it's not fake. Local companies risk losing control of the domestic market, at the same time have problems penetrating foreign markets for some of the goods which is manufactured here. After us coming in the year 2012, and we are not prepared, we will risk losing control of the domestic market to our neighboring countries. I'm talking about one good example is from Thailand, FBT. They have already done their groundwork and now they are quite established to take advantage of this aftermarket. Small companies do not have the benefits and advantages of economy of scale to lower the cost of production. The reason why why I'm saying this is because of the purchasing power and due to the small population which we have. So we need some incentives here. Innovation and R&D are a problem because they do not have the means to employ specialists to conduct research and development. This is the biggest problem which we are facing. Even we will face the same problem even if we set up something like FBT here in Malaysia. So we need to bring in foreign expertise to help us out here. Lack of opportunity for networking and developing business alliances. Difficulty in responding to the challenges posed by globalization and creating new markets in foreign markets. To boost the growth of the Malaysian sports industry, this is something is quite important. We need to provide entrepreneur funds. It is still lacking. Small-time businessmen opening up a retail shop or even to get extent and going to wholesaling, he has problem. If they go to any of the banks, the first thing the banks don't look, I'm quite serious here, the banks don't look at sports business as a profitable business. So most of the entrepreneurs have problems here. We need to lower taxes because at this moment the taxes are still about 30%. So if you want to make it affordable, we need to look at lowering taxes. Lower import duty on raw products to help the manufacturers here. Access to bank loans and soft loans, which I mentioned earlier. It is very difficult for sports retailers, wholesalers, importers, manufacturers to get bank loans in Malaysia. Allowance for convenience of employment expert foreign workers. This will ensure the transfer of technology, knowledge, expertise to our local workers. We need the government to help us ensure all local consumers purchase local quality products. Special allowances for domestic purchase and for tenders for local companies who has invested heavily in manufacturing and retailing and wholesaling. How will Malaysia benefit if the government were to provide the following incentives? Supply of affordable quality sports goods for the different spectrum of the population. So we can cover all segments of the population. Increase demand of locally manufactured quality sporting goods. We need to make sure, as much as we are talking about manufacturing of local sporting goods product, there must be a body to control the quality. That's very important so we can match with the foreign players. Goods of quality will not only last, but provide the correct specification of training activity needs. This is very important if we are going into the developed nation of 2020. We must make sure quality is not compromised. Prevent dumping of cheap sporting goods into the country. If we go to Pasar Malam now, we can get a lot of Nike, Adidas imitation. So we need to do something here to control this dumping. Making Malaysia a home of quality sporting goods. This will increase export earnings and sports tourism. This is what we are talking about GDP, how to help the GDP. So if we have these steps taken, I'm very, very sure it will help our GDP and also in sports tourism. Enhance sales in shopping complexes and sporting stores. We have a Buy Malaysian campaign now. I think maybe my feeling is that since sports is going to be a big industry in Malaysia, and our Honourable Minister has said that 2012 is going to be the year of the sporting industry, we need to plan now what we need to do to be there. Maybe what we can consider, the Malaysian mega sales has gone international. A lot of people talk about the Malaysian mega sales, and the tourists comes here during the mega sales. We have seen results in terms of sales. So maybe by the year 2012, we can have a mega sports sales in conjunction with Sukma Games all over the country, with schools, with associations, everybody participate. Ministry of Youth takes the lead. Look at the prices, look at what we can afford to give to the population. And this is what we should look forward to the year of 2012. With more manufacturers, there will be a bigger opportunity for employment, especially for our youth population. It is said, I have to say, that most manufacturers, most retailers, wholesalers, importers, they don't look at the Malaysian sportsmen as their first line of offer of employment. Maybe it's because their margins are now. I think the attitude of the Malaysian sports company need to be changed. They need to support the industry, not only the industry, but the sportsmen. There will be more manufacturers to sponsor local events and competitions. Manufacturers will not only look towards sponsorship of elite sports, but also take up the huge opportunity through mass sports, events of physical activity, of the other categories which we don't want to forget, which is also playing a very important role. The veterans, the women, children, Paralympics, all these categories need sports equipment. And they can also play a very big role for the business of the sports industry in Malaysia. With more sponsors, event managers will resort to organizing more creative sports, mass sports events throughout the country. We have a lot of events. And I have noticed that Malaysia is a favorite destination now for foreign event companies to come and organize a triathlon or 10K or eco challenge. Malaysia is a favorite destination now with all these event management companies. This is what we need, the commitment required from our government. A special business unit to be set up in the Ministry of Youth and Sports to help create job opportunities in the sports industry. The reason why I'm saying this, I was very frustrated when I was told to present a paper here just a few days ago. I was looking for some information of the industry, how much we export, or how much wholesale retail business, or how much is manufactured in Malaysia. I've called relevant government departments and most of them couldn't give me any accurate information. So I think it's the right time today for the Ministry of Youth and Sports and our able minister to take the lead to give us this information in the market. A business unit, what I'm